So our next speaker will be Joel Chan from a PT group here in Hong Kong. And Joel will be talking to us today about the planning, design and building of the Caritas Lokan School here in Hong Kong, which is the first of its kind as a built facility for mentally handicapped young people. So Joel, may I please invite you to the stage to talk about this inspiring project.
Good morning, everyone. I'm also an architect like Nicola. Today I'm going to share with you is a topic about severely mental handicapped children. Now in Hong Kong, I don't know the other countries, but in Hong Kong, most of these facilities for the special needed children, they are using non-purpose built facilities. So either convert from existing institutional building, not purpose-built, or new building that is of other purpose. Now they are run by usually charity organization, and these facilities, as we observe, they are not addressing the specific need of the special needed children, nor they are meeting the operational requirements and convenience of the workers that is serving those special needed children. Another observation, their lack of safety consideration because the building was not purpose-built for those special needed children. Another observation is the learning and living environment is badly designed. And when I visited one of these facilities a few years ago, I was quite upset as seen in the photos. And I think as an architect, we can do much better to help this group of underprivileged people. And then I work with my team of architects and think what we can do. And we come up with 6 key design objectives that we think we could improve and also focus on. The first is we should help the special needs children to differentiate the concept of at home and at school. And secondly, safety is something that we cannot compromise. And then thirdly, because of these special needed children, most of them, they actually could not walk by themselves. So the facilities must be wheelchair friendly. And fourth is of supervision. And then fifth, the architectural design, landscape, and interior must enable a stimulating learning environment that would enhance the mental ability. And then sixth, embracing parents' participation. And this is important to try to help to build up a helping community in the facilities. And then with these 6 objectives in mind, we analyze a typical day of these special needed children and the living pattern and also the learning pattern, and come up with a design solution that match the 6 design objective and also a typical day life of these special needed children. So in the coming slide, I will show you what is our design outcome. In the morning, the students wake up at 7, I think earlier than most of us. And perhaps the audience, some are still sleeping. And the sleeping accommodation ideally should be located either on the ground floor. And if it is not possible, it should be located at a location that could be convenient escape to a place of safety. Now in this case, we have the boarding accommodation located on the ground floor and can directly escape to an open area on the ground floor. And this is particularly important because as we observe at night, there will only be 2 or 3 caretakers or health workers that will stay behind for the whole night looking after a group of children of up to 50 to 60. I think this is a global issue because health care workers, also in Hong Kong, there's a lack of these people. And the sleeping accommodation is further subdivided into several clusters, and each cluster has about 8 to 10 children. And each of these clusters has a direct exit out to a area which is safe, it's an open air area. So if for other projects that we cannot escape out to the ground floor, then we have to find other locations with similar concepts, such as escaping to the podium roof, which the children can wait for the firemen to come to rescue them. Now then, after having the breakfast and cleaning up, then the children will then travel from the boarding zone to the school zone. And each classroom has a huge area outside for parking wheelchairs. And all the doorways, this is details, but all the doorways of all the classroom, they are designed to be wider than normal, and also with a stay open function, and also a design that would not catch the fingers of the children. And also the door is designed to be transparent. So the children can actually see what is behind, and also allow the teachers to easily supervise the activity. Now this is a classroom design of these new facilities. And this is actually a replicate of a normal school. And this is purposely to be a replicate, as we want them to understand the concept of going to school. But it has a modification. It has a direct access to, every classroom has a direct access to the toilet. This is for the operational convenience of the worker serving them. The toilet training is, we find is very important to those special needed children. Going to toilet for you and me is a simple task, but for them it's a very difficult task, and it is a survival skill that they have to learn for the rest of their life. Every classroom has a direct connection to a toilet next to it with a sliding door access. And the toilet design must be spacious enough so that the worker can help the special needed children in doing the toilet training. Now, this is an example of the level of detail that we have to pay attention to. You can see on the floor, we use a creative material. It's a perforated GRP, glass reinforced plastic panel, that allow easy cleaning and draining of all the water in the wet area easily. And at the same time, it's flush with the floor finish in the surrounding for the convenience of a wheelchair access. And this photo shows the toilet WC design. And the next one shows after it's fully fit out with all the equipment. And the special design wheelchair for the severely mental handicapped children. Now, the next thing is very important, the parents' participation. And our facilities should have a design that encourages parents to come. And this is important for the bringing up of these special needed children. So the design should have facilities close to the entrance, allow the parents to mingle, such as assembly hall and parents' common area. Assembly hall is important because there should be a lot of activities, like seminar sharing sections that allows the parents to gain the knowledge on how to bring up the children. And special designs can also be incorporated, like what you can see in the photos here. On the side, there's a big mirror in this special design assembly hall. And the purpose is to allow the parents to spread out with the children in front of the mirror to do exercise and sensory stimulation activity. Now, this is a photo of the parents' common room next to the entrance. And this allows them, when they take a rest, they can sit down and share the experience in handling the children. And this is important because if you can develop a helping community within the facilities, it will help a lot in the healing process. Then, after the morning school section, the afternoon, after finishing lunch, the children will then go to a therapy session. And because most of the time we don't have enough area to put everything on the ground floor or on one floor, so children might need to travel across floor. And so it is good to have a design that could easily allow the maneuvering of wheelchair at one time across different floors. So in this design, you can see in the photo, there's a huge ramp feature that allows over 10 wheelchairs could be maneuvered at one time efficiently. So instead of going through the lift one by one, it can help the workers to move quickly across different floors. And then on the upper floor, then there's a safety concern and other supervision issue, avoid hitting corners. So all the railing design has to have an adequate height, higher than normal statutory requirements, and railing with double height design to help the convenience and safety of the children. And the parapet design ideally should also be transparent to allow easy supervision of the children in the facilities. And outside the therapy session, similarly, there are ample wheelchair parking space for the convenience of the worker. Now, this photo shows some of the therapy facilities, including physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. And on the right side of the photo, there's a special multimedia design that we have done a creative idea for them. Because after we understand how they teach, we build this big, huge white screen. It's an interactive white wall that you can see on the photo. On the right side is 3 to 4 projectors that are projecting image onto this white wall. And the purpose is to simulate the actual real-life environment and teaching the special needs children about how to go to, say, take the MTR or go to supermarket to buy things. After the therapy session, then is the relaxed leisure time. Then a good facilities should then provide adequate facilities, engaging them to different sensory stimulation play activities. That's including in our design a interesting courtyard area with, say, light pebble foot massage. That the idea that we come up together with the operator of these facilities. And also possibly a ecological pool with a special design that we raise up the ecological pool to a height that the special needed children can see and touch the goldfish and the turtles instead of on the floor that they can't really touch. So finally, they finish a day and go back to where they start the day is the boarding section, where they take the shower and watching TV and having dinner and then back to sleep. And in the coming few slides, I will compare the situations before this special design purpose-built building is built and then the situation after. The left side is before the special purpose facility is built, and the right side is the current situation. So in Hong Kong, this is unfortunate that there are still a lot of this sort of special needed children facilities still operating in non-purpose built facilities. And I don't know what's happened in other cities. I guess it's more or less the same, but I believe there are people on the floor that is very important people that is making policy decisions. So my experience is it is very important to build specifically for those special needed children. Because I've gone through the process, I know how important it is. And luckily in Hong Kong, we see a change now because government is putting more resource into the area of special need children. And there are facilities already in the pipeline, building 2 special needs schools in the Kai Tak area, which is the old airport area. And there's also one in the pipeline in the Chek Lap Kok area, that's the Tung Chung area, the new town next to the new airport. And we are also designing another one in the west side of Hong Kong, in Tuen Mun, for another special needed children's school. So I guess in the next Design and Health Congress 2 years later, we will have much more things to share with you from the Hong Kong side. Thank you.